Hi, my name is Diantha Williams, and this is my composting project that I've done for the past couple of weeks. So I bought this bin and had my dad drill some holes on the top and the bottom of it. So the first thing I did was add some soil from my parents' garden, and it did have some mulch inside, which does help suppress weeds and add organic material and reduces the evaporation of moisture from the soil that I had. And in the mulch, there was some dead flowers, which definitely helped. Then I just added some dirt from my backyard, just from the ground, to add to my compost. So then I gathered for my carbon brown leaves, newspaper, plus the mulch, which did contain wooden chips. For my nitrogen, I had lawn clippings, bananas, eggshells, potato skins, orange peels, and I just dispersed that all throughout my bin. And then I turned my compost evenly. I also sprayed a light mist on top of it with my hose, and I also upgraded my rubber glove to a gardening glove once my mom found it. I just couldn't find it before, so that's why I had a rubber glove. This is my compost 2 weeks in. There was some condensation inside. There was no odor smell. However, my compost did seem a little too moist, and there were no bugs inside. And I did put a few worms when I first did the compost, so I decided to move it to a better location, which was away from the sun, in the shade, and on top of dirt, so hopefully the bugs could come in from the bottom holes. So this is where I keep it. I keep it literally behind like my shed. My little siblings are screaming really loud right now, but I wanted to make sure that I got in the video because I didn't have anything with my actual face in it. So look at my composting. So this is when I started to see more of a difference because I moved my compost to a different spot. So I found this very fuzzy ball, which I'm guessing is mold from the fruit. There's still no rotting smell, which is good. The lawn clippings did break down a lot more. And I just added some brown leaves right now because my little brother decided to tell me that he had added eggshells and a banana last week while I was at school because he had saw me do it. So the banana and the eggshells are also in there along with the brown leaves. So while turning my compost, I did notice it was a little dry, so I did end up adding some water later on, which makes sense because I did change the location to away from the sun, but it definitely did add some more life, such as worms and other creatures inside. But I did have to use the rubber gloves again because I lost the gardening ones again. Okay, so I'm just adding a little bit of water because it's a little dry when I was mixing it before. So I'm just gonna like spray some water around. Oh, it's a nice worm right there. Oh, ew, I don't even think that's a worm. Oh my god, that's a slug. Got a nice slug there. So the problem in my last video is that there was no living creatures inside, so I did find a slug and some worms while going throughout. And I'm not sure what this is, but I decided to record it because it was growing on the top of the bin. Okay, this is the last update that I have on my composting. When I first opened it, there wasn't a lot of condensation on the box at all. It was kind of dry. I just added a little bit of water, and I'm adding some more because it was super dry. So I'm just adding a couple piles of dirt to help increase the temperature of my compost because it was a little dried out. So in my compost, there was no rotting smell at all. There definitely was some bugs inside. I didn't start to plant with my soil because of the lack of heat. After looking over this, I do need to add more organic material to be able to plant with next time. But I hope you enjoyed, and thank you.